down the sideline for Gigi's line out at half. Auger with the throw in. Up to Harris. Gregoire. Armstrong. That's Wade Marshall with the carry. Gregoire is going to go back to the short side to Yenham. Met at the gain line strongly by the Carabins, though. Back to Jamie Armstrong for the clearance kick.
Big high kick. Called by number 15. Kick back to Jamie Armstrong.
Jamie Armstrong, captain of the GGs, is going to look to take it into space. A big dummy, takes the outside.
Still
long
going
stride.
For a run.
And Jamie Armstrong is going to touch down in the corner for his first points of the RSQ season.
Jamie Armstrong, also known as Muns, reference to money because this guy is made out of money.
He was a 2021 RSQ most valuable player in only, I believe, his second year program.
Yeah.
And now he's captaining his squad.
Led by his dad.
Yes. Andrew Armstrong, also known as Bones.
Bones started with the women's rugby back in 2015, I believe.
Yeah, won a number of medals with the women's rugby program before taking over as head coach for the men's program. A lot of success since he's joined. Glenn Roy with the convert. It's a great kick. And refs say it's good. 7-0 for the GGs, 4 minutes into the first half.
GG's try scored by number 10, Jamie Armstrong. The convert is good from number 13, Glenn Roy. And the GGs open up a 7-0 lead.
Strong start here from the GGs.
Let's see how Montreal responds.
High kick to Glenroy. Takes it into contact. Evan Roy, his brother, is going to take it on a strong run. Gregoire back to Armstrong for the clearance kick. Knocked on.
Twice.
First knock on by the Carabins, so it's going to be a GG's scrum.
Head referee today, Andrew Armstrong. Andrew McMaster.
Andrew McMaster and Andrew Armstrong are
There's two guys with
two bald guys interested in rugby, and it's really hard to tell them apart occasionally. But lucky to have Andrew McMaster here today, one of the best refs in the RSQ. Aiden Gregoire with the put in. McMaster not super happy with what he's seeing. He's going to have a chat with Evan Roy here. Opportunity to reset, but GGs will have to get their scrum in order here. Penalty against the GGs. That's against U Ottawa tight head Evan Roy. Played with U20 Canada this summer, but penalty against him in the scrum. Carabins kick for touch. Carabin's hooker Lefebvre with the throw in. Aron out to the backs.
Quick hands.
Penalty against the Carabins for obstruction. Penalty at center field, but Glenroy is going to opt to kick for the sideline.
Finds a touch.
Glenn's proven to be a pretty talented kicker for the GGs, so no sweat for him. Auger with the throw in. Up to Harris. Gregoire gets hit quickly by Carabin's defense. Knocked on by the GGs, recovered Carabins. But ref says offside, so we're going to go back for GG's penalty. Certainly within Glenroy's range here, but looks like he might be eyeing the sideline.
They're at the 15-meter line. GG ball. All forwards in? No. 5 in.
Harris. GG's going to opt for the maul. Peel off. Out to Wade Marshall, who's going to try and clean it up a bit.
Good clear up by the GGs.
Gregoire. C. Wills. Met it about gain line. E. Roy. The nice carry. Going to take about 4 players to get him down. Neil Klein. Gordy Evans. Unfortunately, going to call a obstruction here against the GGs. But a couple good phases of attack. Although halfway into September, this is the GG's first regular season game. Started off with a bye week. So looking to make a statement here. First home game, first game of the season.
Yeah. Big kick.
Carabin's line out just over half. Miami, tell me a little bit about this GG squad. Who are you excited to see from this year?
I'm excited to see Munz this year. He's done a lot of growing this summer. And we can see by his first play today.
Oh,
what a break.
missed pass to the 13 on the Carabins. Deep in GG's territory here.
Possible jackal. Nope. Bunch of line
Number
breaks.
20 here. Offload to the 10, and it's going to be a try to the Carabins.
What a sequence of play.
I know, that was number 10, Larcher, with the diving try. Gigi's kind of just caught on the back foot of the set piece play there. A little bit of a line break and couldn't really stop the momentum after that.
Yeah. They gotta find their groove, you know, first game of the season.
Although Larcher scored the try, it appears he forgot the ball in order to kick the convert, so. He'll attempt the kick to put 7 on the game sheet for himself.
try scored by number 10, Romain Laucher. He also converts the 2-point convert. The game is tied at 7.
Romain Laucher adds 7 to the board. Tied game with 27 minutes left in the first half. Looks like one U Ottawa player is receiving some treatment in the end zone. Hopefully nothing too serious. And that's Graham Neil Klein that's going to come back and play.
Looked like it was his shoulders. Hopefully it is okay.
Gigi's really overloading the right-hand side of the field here. Glenn Roy with the drop kick. Goes high and short.
Still
Bouncing
up in the air,
around.
like it's
Bit of ping pong here. Oh, a huge hit from Connor Williams, assisted by Wade Marshall.
looking for the exit, Montreal. Quick box kick.
Box kick coming from Aron. Goes up. And it's straight out of bounds here, but kicked from the 22. So we'll go where the ball went out, which is just at half here. Zach Auger with the throw-in. Played a couple years for McGill, but now attending law school here at the University of Ottawa. Logan Harris again.
What? Sorry. He just caught that ball like his hand was made of glue.
Yeah. Quite talented in the line out, Logan
Oh.
Harris is. Oh,
Montreal.
you
big
Ottawa
steal.
caught a little bit off guard. No one back. It's a great kick. Pin the GGs in their own 5 meter.
I feel like Montreal have a very good connection with each other and just go quickly, which I think the GGs were not ready for.
Yeah, pretty forward thinking here. We're going to see Auger throw in again. So far, Harris has been his target of choice, and he is again. They'll go down for a maul. Peel to Evan Roy.
Makes a couple yards.
Ball back to Munns with a clearance kick that makes it almost a halfway.
What a boot. Big pressure relief here. They were in their red zone here. And now back to midfield.
Lefebvre with the throw in. Full line out, 7 men.
Oh, big
Logan
steal.
Harris with the steal.
What
Ball
a
goes out
reach.
back. Armstrong, Neil Klein. Glenn Roy with the grubber through, but it's caught well by fullback Kubemba.
Good tackle by number 14. Montreal ball.
Offload misses a target and is bobbled by the Carabins. Out to number 5, Fonton.
See Wills with a jackal.
Love it when we can see a front row get a jackal like that. It's not just back row players these days, eh?
Yeah.
Glenn Roy again, gonna eye down the sideline. Try to gain some meters here for the GGs. Oh, and he's gonna miss. It's gonna go out the back of the end zone. So I believe that's gonna be a 22.
Not sure
A
what.
little bit of confusion here.
Scrum.
Sorry. Scrum from where the ball was kicked, I guess.
That's good for Montreal.
Aron with the put in for Les Carabins.
Big push from the
Big
GGs.
push from the GGs. They've got lots of experience in that pack.
Ball's out.
Immediately pressured by Jack Chouinard. But penalty off her feet in the ruck. Dahl with the kick. Just reaches out of bounds, but
What a beautiful kick.
lots of yard gain here.
Yeah, that's the word. Gotta get some more Sprite for you, Dodge.
Yeah. Carabin is going to come back again with a 7-man line out. Just hit off the top, but it finds her scrum half. Ball out wide. Too hot for number 13.
Couldn't handle it.
Too hot to handle.
Season 5.
Yeah. Season 5, live at Mount Anthony. It's going to be another scrum for the GGs. They've been
there.
really powerful so far, but lots of experience here. Yenem Zazua is back in the roster. He was RSQ Rookie of the Year in 2021 from South Africa, but playing with the GGs here. Oh, huge, huge! And off.
Going for a run.
Offloads to Aliawada. Aiden Gregor is going to try and take it in. Secure possession here. GNK going to play some scrum half.
Logan Harris.
Oh, another great handoff.
Long legs.
He's looking for a back.
Yanham again.
Gordy Evans going to take the gap. Gregoire
Good
to
momentum.
Marshall. Bit of a half gap here.
Gigi's still going.
Gregoire take it himself.
Seawolves ready for the ruck.
Auger going to pick and go off the back. Gregoire to Eroy.
What a momentum for the GGs.
But it's a big hit by number 3 of the Carabins. Marshall. Oh, bit of extracurriculars going on in the field. We'll see what
20 minutes in.
Andrew McMaster has to say about this.
Little kerfuffle.
He's going to have a chat probably with 2 captains, Jamie Armstrong and Jeanf of the Carabins, and one of his players. Just a warning for now, but things escalate. We could see him go to his pocket. Penalty's going to go against the GGs, though. Number 12 of the Carabins, Dahl, is going to look for the sideline.
Beautiful kick.
Just out of bounds here. Bit of a more narrow field here at Mount Anthony than some of the other pitches.
And the ref is allowing a 1-minute water break here today.
Yeah, something we've seen a lot of at the Rugby World Cup, you know,
Yeah.
playing in the heat.
Huge heat wave in France.
Yeah. Not so much here in Ottawa, but you know what? Boys deserve some water too.
Yeah, 100%. Do you have shout outs to make, Dodge, today?
Shout outs to make.
To who? Oh,
I'm thinking here. Shout out to the women's rugby team at U Ottawa. They just won their first game of the season here against the women's Carabins.
36-21, I believe.
Good showing after falling to Laval in their first season game here. But the boys will look to follow in their footsteps. Add 2 wins to the day. GG's taking a little minute to connect with their captain, Jamie Armstrong.
Water break is over.
Still 7-7 here. About 20 minutes left in the first half.
Good fans from Les Carabins on our left.
Currently louder than the GG's fans, so better step up their game.
It's a game on and off the field.
Aron to Laucher. They crash in the middle. Gonna go out to Laucher again to the wing. That's Wang.
Wing.
Yeah, Wang on the wing.
Sends it to the back.
Dahl, the nice kick over the head of Lafleur. Gordy Evans going to chase it down. It's going to go out the side of the end zone, so it's going to come back
22.
to a 22, I believe.
22 kickoff.
GG's are going to take the option of the scrum where the ball was kicked. Not quite where the ball was kicked. I'm no referee, though. GG's scrum in their own half. Greg Roth put in. So Zua, the big stiff arm, but it's a nice tackle.
Still going with one man on his foot there.
Armstrong for the clearance, goes high.
Can he catch it?
Just on the sideline.
Number 20 with the catch.
I believe that is their scrum half, though, at all. See Wills with another steal at the breakdown.
Unfortunately loses it.
Carabins recover. Some more extracurriculars with Aiden Gregoire.
Feisty nines, what can I say?
You know what? Scrum halves are always known for being a little feisty. I think it's part of the job.
Yeah.
Carabins line out. Oh, 35 meters out.
Seven with 14 minutes left.
In the first half.
In the first half.
Carabins opt again for the full line out. But they go to the front to their number 6. Going to call
Not straight.
not straight, but it's a bent arm penalty here.
Gregoire looking to go quick, but opted 4A.
Might be interesting here. Is a bent arm penalty, so if they do go straight out of bounds, it will be. Sorry, they're going to opt to play here. Oh, a huge hit coming in from the Cataban's captain. Gregoire met. It's a high tackle, though. Glenn Roy eyeing down the sideline. Not a huge gain here.
But still 15 meters.
GGs have been pretty successful here at the line out.
Big reach by Logan Harris.
Logan played a little bit in Australia, half Australian himself. Now he's back here at the GGs. Good hit coming in from Wade Marshall, I believe. Show and go, tackle by Auger.
What an offload.
A little bit of a basketball pass over the head.
Bobbly ball.
Bobbly.
What is it?
This is a funny word. Cataban's going to try and swing it. But it's a good tackle coming from Chewy. That's Jack Chouinard. Oh, a huge hit. Number 1. Can't handle it, knocks it on.
Evan Roy was too hot to handle there.
Yeah, season 6. GG scrum.
It's been a bit hectic this past couple sequence.
Yeah.
So looking to maybe slow it down or.
Yeah, get some phases strung together here. Like you said, it's been a bit chaotic, some bobbles and knock-ons and drops. But lots of scrums. According to Coach Marius Felix, one of the team's focus is to weaponize the scrum this year, and they've certainly been able to do that today.
Big time. Glenn Roy with the offload to Chewy.
Coming back to the penalty. Barging, perhaps.
Coming from the side, maybe?
It was in the scrum.
Oh.
I believe.
That is not my domain, for sure.
Like we said, we're not referees, folks. G. Roy.
Kicks it into the trees.
Goes Logan Harris again. And he's going to take it himself. Bit of a gap in the line out there. Out to C. Wills with another good carry. Short side to Eroy. Oh, but it's a big hit coming from the tight head. That's De Carufel.
Gregoire going quick.
Back to Armstrong. Fancy feet, but he's taken down. He's going to pick and go. That looks like Connor Williams. Jotting down for his first try this season. Connor's a veteran with the squad, been with them for a number of years. This past off-season, he took up some untraditional training methods of
picking up rocks,
picking up boulders, but
hey, works out.
He's certainly moving some boulders today, so Maybe the All Blacks will catch on or something.
Yeah, 100%. Let's start with Canada first.
Yeah. A trendsetter in his own right, I guess. G. Roy with the kick. Bit of wind here at Mount Anthony, but it hasn't been too much of a problem for Glenn so far. And he slots it through to make it 14-7 with 8 minutes left in the half.
GG's try, scored by number 1, Connor Williams. The convert is good for number 13, Glenn Roy. And the GGs are back on top by 7.
Cataban's scrum half is gonna take drop kick duties. It's gonna go long. Gordy Evans, former second row, turned 15. Oh, it's a big hit, but he manages to stay in bounds. Andrew McMaster not too happy with,
Over aggressiveness.
yeah.
Definitely a lot of testosterone flowing.
Started out hot here, and they've kept it going, so. Cataban's good field position here, deep in the GG's red zone.
Big throw, caught by number 1.
Suhel goes out the back. It's a fly half. Good tip line by the 13. That's Torres. Good low hit by Aliwada. But momentum coming from the Catabans. Ruck's a bit messy here.
Still going.
Gonna look for some pick and goes here.
Big stop by, not sure actually, Auger, I think.
Penalty advantage for the Catabans. Momentum still.
Quick pick and goes. Sending it to the back.
Crossfield kick, but it's caught by Lafleur. We're gonna go back to the penalty for offside. Good option to go for the kick on the advantage. It was nicely placed, but just couldn't find their winger. Cataban's going to opt for the penalty kick.
Number 10?
I can't really tell from here, if I'm being honest.
I think that's their number 10. Romain?
Romain Larcher. Nice kick. Slotted right through the middle. That's 3 for the Catabans. 14-10 GG's.
The kick from Romain Larcher is good. It's 3 more points for the Catabans, and it's now 14-10 GG's.
I believe there's a new player here for the GG's.
Yeah, it appears Graham Neil Klein has come out. He injured his shoulder really early in the game, and I guess he can't continue, so hoping him all the best. We have number 22 here. That is not Dion, who is listed on the roster, but we will get back to you on that one. Aliawada swats it off the air, and Yenam Zuzua picks it up. Eroy gonna take it in, gain a couple yards. Gregoire going back, short side. Zuzua again.
Yeah, and I'm always making yards with ball in hand.
Oh, yeah. Aliawada, a referee in his own right, but other side today.
Montreal ball.
Unsure what the penalty was called for, but good defense from the Carabins to get the ball back in their own territory.
High kick, still
High
in
kick,
bound.
but it's going to stay in bounds. Gordy Evans going to field it. An attack out
support.
to Armstrong. To the wing. Oh! And he's going to find his way out of bounds. It's a good tackle by the Carabin wing, number 14. That's Emeria. Finally starting to see some phases come together here, but still a lot of disjointed play.
Yeah.
Similar to the women's game earlier, there's been a lot of set piece.
The first ones of the seasons are always the ones where you try to feel it out, connect.
Yes. Logan Harris almost gets a hand on it, but not a clean line out for the Carabins. A kick goes straight up.
Andrew in the way.
Gonna call it dead. Refs tend to do that if they get involved in the play. So ball's gonna go back to the team with possession, which technically was the Carabins.
It's Crum for Carabin. Stack to the left.
Big Montreal crowd here. Oh, line break here from the fullback. Kubemba. Number 16 gonna take it in. Just bobbled forward, but recovered by number 3, Du Carufel. Box kick. It's going to go straight out of bounds, so we're going to go back to where the ball was kicked from.
Gigi's ball.
OJ with the throw in. Still going to go to Logan Harris. Just manages to get some fingertips on it, but it's well taken by number 7. Knocked on in the pass. Wade Marshall has managed to just get in the running lane there. Make himself a bit of a nuisance to the Carabins. Like we said, lots of set piece and a hot day. Physical game here, so.
Forwards must love it.
Tough day to be a forward, but it's in the job description, I guess. Another GG scrum here. Other than OJ, this pack has been together for quite a while now. So lots of experience working with one another.
Who was 2 last year?
Theo Espanol.
Oh, right. He's gone to BC now.
Yep. Playing a bit on the West Coast. Former U Ottawa GG's captain. Another penalty here coming. The crowd seems to think it's not going to go out of bounds. But it does. We'll see another line out. So far, I think Logan Harris has been their only target.
I mean, he's been catching all the
But
balls.
he's been quite successful. And they go to him again. Successful again. Bit of obstruction there, but Jamie Armstrong just going to opt to kick it out of bounds and end the half on his own terms. Strong half by both teams. Currently, U Ottawa leads 14-10 over the Montreal Carabins. Join us in 10 minutes for the second half. Welcome back to Matt Anthony Field. My name is Anna Dodge. I'm joined by my friend here.
Miami.
And we're gearing up for an exciting second half here. Currently, U Ottawa GG's 14, UDM Carabins 10.
GG's first game of the season. Probably wants to come out winners.
Victorious?
Victorious, that's the word.
I imagine they would want to, yeah.
But again, Montreal would probably want it too.
Yeah. We see one change in the lineup here for the GGs. Yenem Zazua has come out, and Dion has come in. C. Wills is smiling at the camera for us. He was dancing moments ago. I hope they caught that on camera.
He's a people's man.
Oh, he sure is.
No, Yenem is still on the field.
Oh, I don't know who came off then. I apologize.
We're really good at what we do.
Yeah. Someone came off, and Dion is on the field. UNM 6.
Good tackle by
Met
number 14.
Quickly by Donovan Tran. Out to Lefebvre. Probably look to exit soon. Number 8. Malaval. Here comes a clearance kick from Dal. Gordy Evans going to give it off Dion for his first take of the day.
Couple yards for Dion here.
Former McGill Martlet. He is now a medical student here at the University of Ottawa.
Soon to be Dr. Dion.
Well, that is right.
That's what he
Glenn
hopes for.
Roy going to take it for a little run. Out to Auger. Met at about gain line. Huge ruck coming from the GGs. Gregoire.
Gordy as 9. Munns
C. Wills to E. Roy. Good tip line.
still on his feet.
Gregoire is going to have to take it in again. And the GGs lose possession deep in their green zone. Going to have to protect their 9 a little bit better here. Inside center from U to M. Dal. Going to kick for touch. Looks like it's going to stay in. Lafleur is going to field it. Former football player.
Makes a couple yards.
Gregoire to C. Wills. E. Roy. Another great run. Almost stripped, but he keeps going. Harris. Momentum still coming GG's way. Bit of space on the outside. Armstrong. Andrew McMaster is going to stop play. There's an injury on that half of the field. Better safe than sorry. But
Still
it's ensued some shoving. Andrew McMaster's going to have to talk to captains again here. Lots of tussling around the ruck
Oh, yeah.
on both sides.
Number 3.
Duc Carafel is going to be walked off the field. All the best to him. Ball's going to go back to the team with possession, which was the GGs. We have a substitute coming in. Aiden Gregoire's come off, and Lewis Shields has come in. He's a recruit from Ireland.
Oh, wow. very international team here. We got South African, we got a half Australian, we have an Irishman.
Sounds like the start of a joke. Shields going to put it in for his first touch of the game. Oh, and it's going to be knocked on, and Dion's going to pick it up. Thought it was maybe offside.
Oh,
But
first call. Montreal knock on.
I guess in the tackle, a Montreal player must have knocked it on. We were having some trouble with who number 22 on the field was, but that is Matt Robertson, who came in for Graham Neil Klein.
But Glenn is now 12, I believe.
Yeah. And Robertson at 13.
Muns.
Quick little chip over, but they're going to call the mark.
Knock on again.
Ball's going to come back again for another scrum. Pretty slow play here. While we set up for this scrum, Miami, tell us a little bit about our U Ottawa coaching staff this year.
We got Bones, returning coach from last year. He was an assistant coach for the men's team until last year, I believe. And then who else do we have? We have Marius, guy from BC. Came out to help out last year and now is part of the staff. And then
mainly in the forwards, I believe.
Yeah. Weaponizing the forwards. And the third one, I believe, is Mr. James Fleming, a former GG player, and has been here for probably 100 centuries now. But he loves the sport and loves to give back, so
I'm sure the GGs are happy to have him. Glenn Roy is going to opt for the convert on this penalty. You know, I really like this option, going for points.
Mm-hmm.
Good to get experience doing them in a game setting, and you know, in most scenarios you get the ball back whether you get the points or not. So,
yep.
An option I really like to see players go for. And Glenn Roy is an excellent kicker, so
let's see how he does. It's up. It's through. And it's in.
The kick is good for number 13, Glenn Roy, and the GGs extend their lead to 17-10.
as you might have heard from our announcer, the GGs have extended their lead 17-10. There's 32 minutes left in the second half. They cut a bends. They're going to look to kick to the GGs. This is scrum half Aran. Gordy Evans, the take.
Oh,
Bit
what
of
a
a
break.
gap. Oh, and he just knocks it forward. So unfortunate.
Little slippery bowl.
Oh. Some more off-play action going on. It was a huge hit by Dion, but we might have an injury here.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, I hate to see injury any sport. So teams will take a a second to regather and talk with their teammates. You see the GGs linking up. Catabans are taking the opportunity to speak to the ref.
Number 8, I believe.
That's Malaval. He's going to be walked off. So we're going to see the substitute come in. It's number 18. Dupuis. Another scrum coming our way. If you're a set piece coach, there'll be lots to analyze after this game.
Definitely.
Out on with the put in. Number 7, Jean, the captain, going to take it. Big hit by Shields behind the gain line. And then again by Chouinard. GGs are rewarded after some big hits behind the gain line.
Great defense.
That's the thing, you know, when you're on defense and you can start pushing a team backwards, you'll actually be more likely to get a call on the ref side. Whoever is dominant, usually rewarded. Auger with another throw in. Big shocker. They go to Logan Harris. Maul with a bit of a peel. Shields out to Dion. Bodies a kid. Eroy. Out to Chewy.
GG's ball still.
Playing a bit back and forth with the forwards here. Hope to open some space up for the backs.
Good quick hands by Dion there.
Eroy. Met at gain line.
Lots of right and left, left and right.
Wade Marshall. Gigi's kind of working the Pistons a bit here. Yanim Zazua, kind of alone, but stays on his feet. Inches from the try line now.
Ref trying to find the ball.
Still not over. Bit high from, I think, Eroy. Dion gonna try and go himself, but just short. Eroy picks it up off the back of a...
Referee call offside.
Maybe a bit more organization here. G's are going to opt for the scrum, give their backs a little bit more room to run around. Really good field positioning and almost at midfield. So
They could go either way.
great platform for their scrum.
With Munns as a 10, I would definitely swing it left.
Yeah, lots of space on that short side. Although they have their 9 defending on that side, still lots of space.
Right.
Scrum gets blown up a little bit. Evan Royce certainly wasn't impressed with it. We'll reset here. Lewis Shields, the Irishman, gonna go for the put in. Yanamazuzua with the pick off the back of the scrum. Just short again of the try line. Evan Roy.
And there it
There's
is.
a try by Dion. .22-10 now for the GGs. Glenn Roy gonna go for the convert here. GGs are rewarded after some grueling work down in the 5 meters.
They're finding their groove, especially with all the new subs.
Yeah. And a nicely placed kick for Glenn Roy, not too far off the sideline, although those haven't been too much of a trouble for him today. Slots it through again to make it 24-10 for the GGs. 25 minutes left to play. GG's starting out really hot this second half.
Yeah.
What do you think they chatted about in the locker room, Miami?
Probably to be less hectic and stop dropping the balls or getting it stripped off.
Yeah, you know, playing with speed is a great thing, but if you're trying to do things a bit too fast, you know, mistakes happen.
You'll leave the ball behind.
Yeah. But a little more polish here in the second half. Add on with a kick. Dion, the try scorer, is going to field it.
Big body.
And the crowd is seeming to love him. Wade Marshall, good carry, bit of a half break. Shields, back to Armstrong with the high kick. Bit of a
Big
classic
chase
for Jamie Armstrong. Oh, knocked on! And then missed the kick. Series of unfortunate events for the Carabins there.
Big pressure by number 14 from the GGs as well.
Yeah, great chase by Donovan Tran here.
Great sprinting form also, if anyone saw that.
GG scrum again. And we've got an injury on the field here. Scrum kind of collapsed. He's going to call collapsing the scrum against the GGs. Seen a couple injuries here today, so hoping all these players fare out well.
Quick recovery. Number 1 seems to be
Gonna opt to continue. Carabins with the ball. Dal gonna look again down the sideline. Gains quite a few meters here.
Carabin looking to score here, especially after 2 tries on them now.
Opt again for their 7-man. Only option we've seen so far from them. It's nicely taken.
Oh, what a ball. Nice stiff arm from 12, 15.
Great phase of play here off the line out. Cataban's really working their system right now. Oh, but a big hit coming from Dion again. And then one from Yenam. Missed what that call was, but Andrew McMaster's going to have a chat with Captain Jamie Armstrong. There's been a couple of penalty advantages, I believe.
Looks like he's talking about high tackles. Probably.
Get the message to get the tackles down a bit.
Yeah.
Center field. But it looks like they're going to go for the sideline. Their last line out was a really nice one, so why not? Deep in Gigi's territory. Another 7-man line out. Maybe look to get a maul rolling here. They're going to go up to their open side flanker, but it's just tipped off by the GGs.
Logan with a big reach.
Armstrong. Clearance kick goes right out of bounds, but not too much yardage, only just outside of the 22. Logan Harris going to look to disrupt again here. He's been unreal in the lineouts today. And he does. Picked up by Auger.
Just like the last lineout.
Back to Armstrong, who's going to spin it. Miss pass.
Looks like they're going to. And he's still going.
Dion Williams. Oh, trucks over Carabin and is still going.
What a latch by Dion. Evan Roy.
Momentum. Cut a bit short here. Huge hit coming on Shields. Recovered by Lefebvre. Offloaded. Penalty coming because it was too high. And GGs have already been warned about this, so might see. Yep. Yellow card for Logan Harris. That's going to be a huge hit to their line out for 10 minutes here.
Yeah.
You know, once you get one warning from the ref, you know, you got to be really conscious of that. And
discipline.
it was kind of a flailing tackle by Logan, but ended up a bit high.
Yeah. It's hard as a tall player to get super low, especially when you're tackling a 5'5" scrummy.
I don't know if he's quite 5'5".
It's a bit of an exaggeration.
Cataban's go to the front of the line out to their blindside flank, back to the hooker, but taken out of bounds.
Good sequence of play, though.
We've seen that once more from them, and they were able to get yardage on both times, so GGs might have to look to alter their defense to that one.
First lineup without Logan.
See who their primary is. Chewy going up, taken nicely. Shields to Dion.
Dion going for
Another
a run.
huge run. What else would you expect from him? Oh, kind of bobbled out of bounds. Or sorry, out of his hands. Advantage coming for the Carabins, but they steal it anyways.
Quick hands.
To the fullback. Takes it in.
Good defense by GG's.
Another big hit by Evan Roy. Number 6, Malk, gonna take it in.
Big high kick. Knocked
on in the reception. Ref's gonna call for a scrum to the GGs. About the 15-meter mark.
Oh, that's a bad call.
GG's center scrum, lots of options here. Probably look to exit with a clearing kick from Jamie Armstrong. The Allez les Bleus chants have started again in the stadium.
For the English people, Allez les Bleus means let's go blue.
Thank you for the translation.
Just making sure here.
That one was directed at Claire Gallagher.
Hope you're watching, girl.
Dion's going to pick off the back of the scrum. Can't forget, GGs are still down a player here.
14-15. Munns with the box
kick. It goes high.
Oh,
Bounces out of bounds. Not much yardage.
water break, I believe. Yeah, quick 2-minute water break. What about you, Dodge? Who do you look forward to watch on the men's rugby team this year?
There's a lot of players stepping into some important roles, I think. Not on the roster this week because of injury, but Connor Billow is going to be an exciting one to watch.
Billows, quick step, boy.
Yeah.
With the mullet, too.
Oh, yeah.
What a flow on that
Lethal.
guy.
I think we've seen some excellent clicking here from Glenn Roy. Sure that'll be continued all season long.
Yep. Golden boot.
Surely. And then, you know, some veteran players stepping into some new roles as well. You know, Connor Williams and Wade Marshall becoming leaders in the pack.
Good to know.
And then, of course, Jack Chouinard. Love watching him. He's just a workhorse out there. Got the best Bronco on the men's team.
Wow. Big fitness guy.
A big fitness guy.
Jack Chouinard, also known as Chewy for the friends and family that know him.
Carabin's line out. Go to the front.
No Logan, no steal, but that's okay. Ooh.
Oh.
Good feet by 15.
Kubemia takes the inside. Torres out to the wing here.
Good defense by 14.
Carabin is inching closer to the try line here. Out to their captain, Jeanf. Bit of a missed pass there, met by Gordy Evans.
Nice long pass.
The Blizz are pumped up about that handoff there.
Love to hear the fans.
Couple of missed passes here. GGs
Jamie.
need to capitalize off this. They've gained some yardage.
On defense.
Big hit, but it was a bit high. They're going to have to watch for that. Already have one in the sin bin.
Gordy.
Huge reception,
Oof, almost.
but we're going to come back to a penalty advantage for the high tackle mentioned earlier. Crowd's not too happy about that one, but they have been warned about the tackle height, so ref's definitely going to be more vigilant to that. Dal with the kick. Good field position for UDEM.
UDM's been knocking on this door for 15 minutes now. Trying to get in and score that try.
Will it open? Who knows?
To be continued.
Aliawata manages to get a hand on it.
I think that was Yenim.
Oh, sorry. I don't have any binoculars here. And go for another line out. Probably the 600th of the game. Clean line out.
Good pass.
Outside pass, huge gap for number 21, and he's going to take it all the way to the try zone and dot down in the corner. That's 5 for number 21.
What a play.
That is Laiduni. As we said, Montreal was really threatening the U-Ottawa zone for quite a while, and although the GGs were able to hold off, ends in 5 points for the Carabin.
The door finally opened, Dodge.
The door opened. It's going to be a difficult kick, however. Inches from the sideline. Nice strike.
And he
it
makes
goes
it.
through. A really impressive kick there. Score is now 24-17 for the home team.
By number 21, Sasha Laiduni. The convert is good. It's a one-score game, 24-17 GGs.
GG's still down a player. So still playing 14 players against 15 Blues.
Probably look to get that sin bin player back in the next couple minutes here. GGs are going to have to try and hold out. One-score game now with a little over 10 minutes left. Just need a bit more discipline.
Good kick.
Fielded by number 18. Good tackle by Donovan Tran. Lefebvre is met by Auger and Roy. Another big hit by Yenim. No gain. Ball's back for the exit. Dion is back. He's going to look to run over some players. He's met nicely, though.
Good rock by Gordy.
Shields out to Zazua, to Eroy. Fights his way for some yards. Armstrong to G-Roy.
Couple swirlies over there.
Seawills.
Good
To
pass.
Wade Marshall. Gained some yards. Good momentum here coming for the G's. Zazua, bit of a hospital pass, but he carries it nicely.
Guy got air for sure.
Penalty coming against the Carabins. Not releasing. Or no wrap. I'm not the best ref hand signal interpreter here.
We should be mic'd up to Andrew McMaster right now so he can tell us what is going
Maybe
on.
it'll be in the budget next year. Logan Harris coming back in for his sin bin.
2 new players.
2 new players, I believe. That is Ryan Plunkett,
Nice.
number 23.
And number 18, Craps.
Bit of confusion here, sorry, in the booth. There's some slight differences in our listed roster and the actual jerseys. Mateo Crapinha, butchered that. He's going to go for his first throw of the game. Logan Ward's back in. He's going to receive it well. Maul for the GGs.
Pick and
For
go.
some pick and goes. Hopefully these ones are a bit more organized than the last.
For those who don't really watch rugby much, when you're really close to the try line, you want to go for those pick and goes because they're the most safest plays you can make close to the try line.
Oh, edging closer and closer to the try line, but a bit high.
Montreal defending it pretty well. And that's a try.
That is
Craps.
Mateo Crapinha, also known as Craps by his teammates. Making an immediate impact. Subbed in just a couple of minutes ago.
Literally 2 minutes ago.
Probably not even, honestly.
30 seconds.
28. Take it or leave it. G. Roy still with kicking honors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Glenn's been perfect on the day, has he not?
Well, so far he has been.
Might have jinxed it.
Stats, 100%.
The broadcaster's curse hopefully isn't going to come into play here.
Shout out to all the parents that are watching this. Way to support your kid.
Especially if you're watching from South Africa, Ireland, or Australia.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
We love our international fans. And it goes through.
100% still.
A+ for Glenn Roy. So Miami, a little under 6 minutes here
Yep.
to play. Who's impressed you today?
Glenn Roy.
Certainly. That's a given.
Dion, when he came in, this guy just burst through some this blue wall over here. Logan with all the catch.
I think Connor Williams has also had a pretty good game.
Craps with a good.
Barely 10. Connor Williams going to take it. Yeah, the entirety of the GG's front row has been really great today.
Weapons, as Marius would say.
On the Carabin side, their 9, 10, and fullback have all put in good shifts, as well as their captain. Who has the
Carabin
ball
going,
right now.
Yeah, going quickly, very quickly.
Still 5 minutes left. No need to rush, but penalty advantage. Losing their feet in the ruck. Oh, a nice scrubber through, but Gordy Evans is going to manage to grab it. Carabins are going to go for the posts.
If they make it, that's 3 points. Making it 20-31 if they make it, with 5 minutes left of the game.
Like I said, I like the option to go for points.
Big time.
Especially they're within 7 now. You know, edge away at that gap, and then if they can score a try, they'll be ahead. Number 9 with kicking honors.
I don't think you did that math right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they be at 27 if they score a try?
Sorry, I was forgetting about that other.
You're giving false
It's
information.
been a long
here.
day here, folks.
The kick from number 9, Youssef Suyahel, is good. It is now 31-20 GG's.
Couple of subs coming in. I believe that is number 16, Sean Biryakov, and number 18, Lucas Dingwall.
Taking out Evan Roy and C. Wells, putting in a good shift.
Yeah,
Today
hard yards today.
Yeah, today at the field.
Glenn Roy bombs it deep. They managed to keep it in bounds somehow. Number 9's going to take it in. Ball pops out the side of the ruck.
Still Montreal ball. Try to do an offload there.
Ball out the back. Going to try to get it in some space, but it's met nicely by Matt Robertson.
Glenn Roy with a good tackle.
Bit of a show and go, and it works well. Lefebvre
Ooh.
behind the back. Going to try and make use of the short side here. Crowd thinks there was a bit of dramatics to that high tackle, but advantage coming.
Logan gets another yellow card.
Second yellow card for Logan Harris, so that's going to be a red card. I'm not sure how that'll affect games going forward. Not sure how the league handles red cards.
Usually red cards in this game just means that he's off for the rest of the game. I don't think it'll affect any other game.
Good to know.
There's 2 minutes left to the game. The GGs will have to play 14 for the rest of the game.
Carabins look to secure possession, end on a high note here. But they mistouch. Donovan Tran's going to field it. Big hit. Secures possession. Shields out to Biryakov. The nice run. His first touch of the game, I believe. And to Dion. Hard yards, as always.
Doesn't miss.
Man does not miss.
Jamie, quick
Jamie
feet.
Armstrong, speaking of men that don't miss.
Oh, what an
Out to
offload.
Robinson.
Another man down. Montreal ball.
penalty against the GGs. Cataban's going to go quick. Bomb it downfield, but it goes straight out of bounds. So we're going to come back to the site of the kick.
Montreal player is down here.
Time off.
Lots of injuries for Carabin today. Big shout out to the athletic therapists that are there for the rugby. People getting injured.
Yeah, in comparison to some other sports, rugby is pretty demanding on the therapy squad.
Yeah.
Especially today, we've seen a lot of injuries. So, like we said, wishing everyone the best.
Number 18 from Montreal.
That is Dupuis.
Getting tended.
I see number 22, I believe it is, come in. That's Castel. Good to see Dupuis walking himself off the field. Craps with the throw in. Pretty much an all new line out. Overthrown. Recovered by the Carabins. Number 1. Suhel. Gonna go out wide. Inside pass to the fullback.
Beautiful option.
Beautiful. Penalty awarded to the GGs, not releasing. Dion's gonna go quick, but fortunately not seen by the ref. He would have been home free.
What a force to reckon with, Dion.
Glenn Roy gonna opt for the sticks again.
Probably last play of the game.
Great to see lots of different faces here on the GGs getting important minutes.
Yep.
I like this decision to give Glenn the tee, and then probably the last minutes of the game, you know, run the clock down a little bit. They have the lead. Give him some experience. Not that he necessarily needs it, but
It's always good to have.
get some points to his name too.
Straight through.
And there it is. That is game here at Matt Anthony Field. We're ending on a penalty kick here from Glen Roy. Final score, U Ottawa GG's 34, UDM Carabin 20.
And they're back here again, I believe, next Sunday for a doubleheader against McGill. So see you Sunday. I believe it's going to be later in the evening. There's going to be some links out. And until then, have a good week.